Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's make some homemade applesauce. So of course you're going to start out with washing your apples if you keep the skin on. I like to keep the skin on mine, totally optional. You can take the skin off and you're just going to cut them up into like little halves, or core them is what I'm trying to say. If you got an apple core, that will be much easier. Then you're going to go ahead and dice them up. It doesn't have to be anything fancy schmancy. Just go ahead and dice up the apples. It does not have to be perfect because you're about to move them over to the blender anyway. After you finish dicing, you're going to go ahead and put them in your pot. Add you some water, about 1/3 cup, not too much. You don't want it too loose. You're going to add you about a top full of vanilla. Add as much cinnamon as your heart desire. I love cinnamon, so I OD on the cinnamon. You don't have to do that much. And then you're going to add about a tablespoonful of sugar. You definitely don't have to mix yours. You can mix it. I didn't mix it. I just let it do its thing, boil. I did mix here, but in the beginning, initially, I did not mix. I just let it just go ahead and boil down. Anyway, you're going to boil it until it is fork tender. If you want to boil it a little bit more, it doesn't matter because, again, you're going to transfer it over to a blender anyway. So take your top off, transfer it over immediately after you turn the heat off. It needs to be hot. So go ahead and transfer it into a blender, blend it on up. Don't forget that the juice is the most important part. It gives it a little extra give it a little bit extra flavor. And then you just go ahead and blend it. I'm not sure how you like yours, but I like mine a smooth texture, not too smooth, not too fine, like it's made for a baby. But if you like yours a little bit more chunky, you do not have to blend as much as I blended mine. So I go ahead and mix it up to get the chunks at the bottom to the top so it can blend. And then I'll just blend a little bit more. Again, if you don't like yours extra smooth, skip this extra blending step. You see, I didn't do too much, just a little bit. Very demure, very mindful of how I like it. There were still a few chunks in there, but I didn't mind. If you don't want any chunks at all, just go ahead and blend it again until it's to your likeness. Then I went on and transferred over to an airtight container. I would definitely suggest to store it in an airtight container. I'm not eating no hot applesauce, so I put mine in the refrigerator after it was done. Very easy. It's nothing to it but to do it.